the more you try to control something, the more it controls you. Hello everyone, happy Monday and welcome to our daily ritual. I'm Reese Brown with the Cohere Collective, and our daily ritual is a session for us to do every morning, a little secular devotional, if you will, to build some coherence and some purpose into your daily routine. Today's theme is the self that manifests as well-being, and before we get launched into this ritual, I do have a brief note. I will no longer be using sage or Palo Santo during these rituals. I recently learned that the reason why so many of us view sage and Palo Santo as sacred is in large part due to indigenous spiritual communities that use these a part of their closed spiritual practices. And closed practices are exactly what it sounds like. Closed. They happen behind closed doors only for people that are indoctrinated into that specific spiritual practice, that spiritual world. And out of respect for those communities, I no longer feel comfortable using those in a public ritual setting. This is in no way me trying to pass judgment on anyone else that may use them or do so for content. It just no longer sits right with me. When we know better, we do better. And this is me trying to do better. I do want to apologize to anyone that I may have hurt or upset by using these sacred items in a public way, and I am excited to continue learning and growing alongside you. If there is anything else that would make our daily ritual feel cozier, safer, more sacred to you, let me know. I do truly want our daily ritual to be a soft place to land for all of us each day, to focus on coherence and love. So if there's anything I can do that would help you view this time and space together as that, please let me know. To get us started with today's session, I am going to light some incense to clear our shared space. And as I do so, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your vision and begin to deepen your breath. As your breath begins to deepen, come more and more into the present moment. Feel gravity, Mother Earth holding your weight. See if you can let this powerful force support even more of you. On your next exhale, see if you can drop into this present moment and into gravity's motherly embrace. Right now is the moment to give yourself permission to let these next few minutes be just for you. There is nothing you need to do, any to-do list, responsibility will be there when you're ready for it. So let it go for now and just allow. Just allow. Here in a moment, I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath with me, and when we do so, I want you to try and make it the deepest breath of the day so far. Okay. Whenever that breathing pattern allows, take that deep breath in, and keep going, keep expanding, and exhale. And tune in to the collective. To everyone that is joining you here across space and time, sharing this breath and sharing this ritual. this sacred time together. Made sacred simply by us communing with one another. Slowly allow your breath to come back to a comfortable rhythm. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. Okay, happy Monday, everyone. I'm going to start shuffling our cards for today, and as I do so, I invite you to tune back in to this theme of the self that manifests as well-being, and if there's anything else that you brought in as an intention today or would like to call in this moment, please do so. Our card today is the Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands depicts a young man or woman. Oftentimes tarot books will call the pages youths, which I think is really funny. So it depicts a youth in an orange desert holding a beautiful wand as a staff that is blooming, and he's gazing at it lovingly with curiosity. And Page of Wands is a message of creativity, of divine spark coming to you. I think I mentioned this briefly last week, but the idea of the genius, the creative genius, not being something in you, but something that visits you, it is a message of this visitation of something otherworldly that brings creativity, something generative, something beautiful. It feels like there's something we're clinging on to, something that we're not quite ready to let go of, in a way of surrender, right? Not that there's something from the past that you're struggling with that is still like really weighing on you, but that there's some sense of control that you still want to call in when it comes to this divine relationship, whatever relationship you have to the mystery, right? I think it's hard. It's hard to not want to control our relationship to the mystery and our understanding of it and encapsulate it in something that makes sense. This is why we have religion and philosophy and a multitude of worldviews. These are all ways to try and wrangle back some control in our relationship to the mystery. But the thing is, the more you try to control something, the more it controls you. The more we fight with the mystery to get a good grasp on it, to kind of get our hands around it, the more elusive it's going to feel. It's almost like when there's something just right on the tip of your tongue and then it just flies away. It is actually in the relaxing, the returning to the conversation and moving forward that the idea seems to come back. It is when we stay there, focused, trying to make ourselves think about the thing that we can no longer remember, that it never quite seems to arise. The same is true of the self. You are ever evolving. You are always going to look different, second to second, minute to minute, day to day, and that's a good thing. And other people are going to want to get a handle on you. They're going to want to understand you for good reasons and for bad, because they love you and they want to know you deeply. But also there are people who want to understand what's going on so they can control it or manipulate it. Whatever the reason, you defy definition. Don't let anyone else or yourself. Oftentimes, I think the perpetrator is ourselves when it comes to caging us in. Relax, let go, and let these epiphanies, these insights, these bursts of creativity, these moments of selfhood arise naturally. To move into our mantra for today, inspired by the Page of Wands in reverse, our mantra is going to be I surrender control. For all of the different many ways that can be interpreted, releasing control, as scary as it can feel, is always so empowering. Because releasing control is saying this thing no longer has control over me. My desire for authority, for power over, is not something that is dictating my actions anymore. By releasing that desire, you are actually freeing up your ability to engage in all of these other beautiful ways. Here in a moment, I'm going to invite you to take another deep breath with me, and on the exhale, we will repeat this mantra of I surrender control. Okay. Whenever you're ready, take that deep breath in and exhale, repeating the mantra, I surrender control. For our practice today, I want you to take the reflective exercise that we do a lot, right? And we have all of our different definitions for what that can look like. Journaling, talking out loud to yourself, talking out loud to a friend, letting your mind wander, meditation, right? However you like to be reflective, but no prompt. Not even thinking about this idea of releasing control or this idea of letting creativity come to you. Just walk into the reflective moment with the intention purely being to reflect. And see what happens. Stay open. See if anything comes up. And notice. Thank you all so very much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed today's ritual. If you did, please share it with someone that you think would also enjoy it or maybe needs to hear this message today. And let me know in the comments how you practice our reflective prompts. For me, I'm always journaling. Journaling is always hard to do for me when it's so open-ended. But if I think about it, like having a conversation with myself, I always have so much to say. Of course, I have 4 podcasts. I like to hear myself talk. But I'm curious, how do you do these reflective practices? Do you go on a walk? Do you talk to a friend? Do you swim? I think oftentimes doing something physical to get us out of our heads can really help with reflection, even if it's doing the dishes and that's when you're really reflecting. Let me know. What are your strategies or your accidental avenues into reflection? Thank you so very much for being here today, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow. Our Daily Ritual is a podcast by the Cohere Collective that helps you build purpose and coherence into your daily routine. Wherever you are listening or watching, please follow, subscribe, leave us a like, a 5-star rating, and a review. These are all of the very best ways to show your support for Our Daily Ritual and for the Cohere Collective, and never miss any of the really wonderful, fun things we're doing in addition to Our Daily Ritual. A big thank you to Podington Bear for Our Daily Ritual's theme music, and as always, I hope you feel like you are living more coherently. Until next time, love.